Kyle joins the film kind of, maybe just under a third of the way through the movie, let's say. And he's lost some money. He inherited some money from his mother's passing, and he's tried to invest it wisely under the advice of a TV financial advisory TV channel that he tunes into, and he was advised wrong. So he's put all of his money into one stockpile, and it's disappeared. Him like thousands of others. So, to me, I regard that as theft, personally. So he's turned up into the TV studio, he's kind of grabbed the bull by the horn, shall we say. And yeah, he wants answers. So, very drastic measures in which he resorts to, but for the purposes of entertainment, we get to throw up some pretty interesting questions on the state of the climate as a whole. So thankfully we got along. He's a good man, George is. And I remember feeling from very early that he made the whole situation quite comfortable. He was very much leading our section of the movie, and was very giving. Would make the time to talk in between takes and just take the edge off a little, because otherwise it can be a bit frosty in there. So yeah, good on George. And he gives me the time of day to this day, so I can't complain. Julia's lovely as well. Yeah, lovely people, and Jodie Foster, of course. It was important. It comes with its own difficulties, of course. But for me, it becomes the first port of call. So once you get into that and put enough work into that and give yourself enough time to at least feel like you're doing something that you've lived in a little bit, it's very important. But I had a great dialect coach, Jerome Butler, who's he can work miracles, and he did do in my case anyway. Because of the story that we were trying to tell, it kind of worked that there was a bit of an anonymity going into the room. It worked for me. But yeah, Jodie made the time to at least engage with me a lot beforehand and made me very clear on the character that we were both desiring. For me, it was just important to realise a human. And he does share the frustrations of a lot of people, thanks to the way in which this financial system seems to work. It's deliberately complicated to keep the likes of Kyle and whoever else well away, so a minority can benefit from it. So yeah, I think generally speaking, it was great to represent Kyle, and I think you're right in saying, his arc does bend quite a curvature in the journey that he takes. So yeah, that's always a treat, I'd say, as an actor. The film itself has educated me on a topic that I was very foreign to. So having watched the film and been given an insight, I don't want to call it finance for dummies, but it seems like an easy go-to quip, so let's run with it. We're making this film for entertainment purposes, but I feel really energised by stories and creating stories that commentate socially as well about issues that are real and current. So it's set in present day, and hopefully there's a level of education gained. Some people won't need it, but what I feel like this film does is strip bare, a lot of the smoke screening tactics that we all have to try and comprehend. Anyone who's trying to invest the money wisely, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. George is great in it. Julia's great in it. I'm all right in it, I'd say. And Jodie's done a sterling job. Very, very complicated storylines, and they all entwine nicely. And I feel like this film speaks on a global level as well, or we've certainly tried to. We go out to Johannesburg and show the effects of these huge monopolising industries taking advantage of people across the globe. In really inhumane ways. So So yeah, quite a treat that I had anything to do with that, and hopefully the response is a good one.